Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Thank you so much for your show of love. Thank you so much for all that you do for this community to keep growing. Hope you well in all your ways, Your Majesties, and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to this channel. Many thanks to Rosie Hudson for the super thanks. Thank you so much for your contribution to this channel. To all of you, my subscribers, my channel members, to all of you, my anonymous supporters, thank you so much, all of you, for all that you do. All right, today, from this end, we will be talking about this whole warship that is in Nigeria. For some of you who are not aware, um, a British warship arrived the shores of Nigeria as of yesterday, and it has been raising some thoughts behind the scene. A lot of persons that are beginning to ask questions like, why should a British warship be on the shores of Nigeria? Why should a British warship be on the shores of Alkebulan at this time where Africans are beginning to kick out the hold of the West on them? Why is it now? Why is it that Tinubu see the reason why a British warship should be in his country? You know, when I say the fear of military coup is the beginning of wisdom or foolishness, depending on the side that each of the leaders are. You think it's a joke? This is it. This is it. And it wasn't long ago the military came out to say that they'll be receiving some messages from some anonymous, from some persons asking them when they are going to take over from the present government. And recently, they just finalized this whole election thing happening in the country. Of course, after the election, there have been lots of pulling here and there from each of the parties. It was obvious that it wasn't Jagaban that won the election. All right, after they finalized this whole thing, um, not up to a week, the British warship has already arrived in the country.
Okay. Now, a British warship arrives in Nigeria. Now, tell me, what the heck is a British warship doing in Nigeria? Let me try to illustrate it like this. The fear of coup d'etat can be the beginning of two things. First, it can be the beginning of wisdom, and it can also be the beginning of stupidity or the continuity of stupidity. Now, in the first case, with the wave of change happening in Africa, with all these coup d'etats happening all across Africa, from Guinea to Mali, from Mali to Burkina Faso, from Burkina Faso to Niger, from Niger to Gabon, and all that. You see, these can force some African leaders to stop being corrupt. It can force them to start doing the right thing. It can force them to stop stealing their country resources to enrich just themselves and their families and start using the money to benefit the citizens. It can force them to start being presidents for their citizens, not just for themselves. It can force them to start thinking about or putting the interest of their citizens first instead of their personal gain. So this can force most leaders, the ones who are wise, it can force them to start being good leaders. Then on the other hand, it can also like force some of the stupid leaders to be more stupid, or it can force them to bring out the stupidity in them, the one we had not seen. And just like in the case of Nigeria, now I don't know what the president of Nigeria is afraid of, because we are in a point in time when Africans are telling the Western, the foreign powers to leave, to vacate Africa. We are telling the external military mercenaries and all that that no, enough is enough. we want to be in charge of our continent at a time when young military officers are kicking out corrupt politicians. Now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is bringing more external military mercenaries as if, I mean, let me not say he doesn't understand. He understands that the presence of foreign external military mercenaries perpetuates dependency. He knows that. He knows that the presence of foreign military mercenaries erodes the sense of national pride. Now, the reason given is that because of the UK, is it 6 billion or 6 million pounds trade interest in that region? So, this ship with drones and mercenaries, this ship is brought to the shores of Lagos to curb piracy, insecurity, and all that in that region. It's going to be in Nigeria for 3 weeks. Now, what I don't understand, or it begs the question, now, do they actually know how long this piracy, this insecurity, all this, do they know how long it's going to take? And they just know that after the next 3 weeks, is it 3 weeks, they said, or 3 months, everything is going to end. Now, are they also trying to tell us that Nigeria, since 1960, that we do not have the military capacity, we do not have the military know-how to be able to watch over our shores? We cannot protect our borders, we cannot protect our shores. We need the British Navy warship, we need the British Navy to come and secure. You see, I don't know what Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Bola Tinubu Ahmed, whatever. I don't know what he's afraid of, and whatever it is, he shouldn't be afraid. All he needs to do is just to be a leader, a good leader, because he cannot going to United Kingdom to bring more Muslims to intimidate us. That is not going to work, because right now Africans are resolute, and it is time for the Western powers to go. If he likes, he should go and bring the whole Royal Navy to come and be in the shores of Nigeria. When it is time, they will leave. So we are not going to be forced anymore. We are not going to be intimidated anymore.
Anyway, Your Majesties, this is just the fear. Like I said, it's the fear. All right. Even with the settlement he did with the Nigerian military, he still have it in him. I have to do more. I have to take care. He do not trust the army anymore. So he need people that will come beside him, all right, to come drop their eyes here and there, pick this and that, intimidate people, so that he can live in peace and sit peacefully. And like I said, this is even happening at a time where people are beginning to agitate. The position he is right now is illegal. It's not, he didn't get that position lawfully. There are things he did to be where he is. There are people that lost their life at the process where he is struggling to get into this position of the presidency. And of course, they've just ruled, they've ruled in favor of him. That he is the one that won, which all of us are aware. We are aware that he's not the one. So he knows very well that people are not happy. He knows very well that whatever he might have said to the generals with, might have said to whoever with, it can still change. And I'm happy that he have this feeling in him. Personally, that shows that the force of the masses, the voice of the people, is stronger than we can imagine. No, you think they are not afraid? They are. No matter the amount of security that they are feeling the force. Like something is happening. What is happening right now? All right, the wind of change around the continent right now is moving everywhere. So anything can happen. So it's good that the fear is there. Maybe with this fear in mind, something good, he might lead the people to heights that are unimaginable. Maybe But going out to go get these same people that we are trying to kick out is something that I don't know who advised him to do this. I don't know who supported him to do this, but it's not the best. It's not the best. This will even pushing more trouble to him. I don't know what you think, but this is what I feel. What do you think, Your Majesties? Leave your comment and thought there in the section, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive. Always, Your Majesties. Bye for now.